Welcome back to The Breakdown. Mecca Thompson joins us now. Hi, Mecca.
Hi, Heather.
And you've been working on the Edmond officer who was stabbed, and now we know the suspect in all of that, who pleaded guilty, has now been sentenced.
Yes, he has been sentenced. This was just a heavy day for the Edmond officer. He was supported by his wife, his family. We tried talking to him after that sentence, but understandably, just probably still shaken by everything that happened. I was sitting behind him, and just seeing him there, it was a miracle. I mean, the video that you're about to see in that package is very hard to watch, so we can take a look.
All right.
Mr. Hudson, do you happen to have any comment?
No comment.
Any comment to Officer Hoden's family?
23-year-old Ocean Hudson taken away in handcuffs to spend the rest of his life in prison. Hudson pleading guilty to ambushing Edmond police officer Caleb Hodem while he was conducting a traffic stop in May 2025.
Light gray box at the bottom.
Dramatic body camera video shows Hudson walking up to Officer Hodem in a parking lot near 15th Street and Broadway.
I don't have to as long as it's paid.
Moments later, the officer began fighting for his life.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
There's nothing left. Just do me a favor, man. I've done my life.
Hudson stabs the officer with what police say was a butcher knife, a bystander rushing in to help.
I only ask.
What do you need? Take the knife away from him.
I only ask.
See, drop it, drop it, drop it. Sir, drop it.
You do me this favor.
Hodem's face is covered in blood at that point.
Get on my radio.
But the fight continues. Hudson then makes a bold request.
Shoot me, man. I got nothing to live for. 22?
Yes, you do, buddy. You have everything to live for.
No.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be in prison today. But I ain't doing that.
There we go. There we go. Stop, dude. Help him. Good stab. Good stab. You okay?
That is tough to watch. You're right, Mecca. So let's talk about the officer, Officer Caleb Hodem, and he fully recovered, right?
Yes, fully recovered, a miracle. Like I said before the segment started, I was just sitting behind him, kind of watching just him breathe and just imagining what he had gone through. A lot of that video was redacted. I mean, had blood all over his face, and we don't know the severity of the stab wounds or where they were on his body, but he was rushed to a Metro hospital when that happened and in critical condition, and ended up surviving that, which is why they awarded him with that Purple Heart Award this week, just for his strength and surviving such a brutal attack like that.
Yeah, we did talk about that on this show a couple days ago, about how he was awarded the Purple Heart, and just for his bravery too, and how he responded. Also, we got to, give props to the person who came in, the bystander,
Yes,
who came in to help. That was amazing.
it is, because that's scary. I mean, he had no idea that, he could have been attacked too. So the fact that that person came in and tried to help, you could tell he's like, grab my radio, just really intense video and audio to hear.
As far as Ocean Hudson goes, he's a 22-year-old man, obviously has a troubled past. Is this the first time he's been in trouble?
So he was 22 at the time of the attack. So he's now 23, but this is not the first time. He did have some charges out of Canadian County, and Judge Trong actually talked about that. So about 6 different charges. So he got 2 life sentences involving this attack against the officer, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but he also had some child porn charges out of Canadian County. So that sentence was about 1 year, and he had a couple other things, misdemeanor things, but those main 2 life sentences, those were both 85%, meaning you have to serve at least 85% of both of those sentences before you're even considered for parole. But it looks like he will be spending his life in prison.
And, we heard him say, I've messed up my life, just shoot me. That could be related to what you're talking about with the child porn and so forth, and just wow, a lot that's happened in his life so far at such a young age, too.
Young age, and his family was there. Obviously, they looked heartbroken, but they were there to support him, and they walked behind him as they took him back to jail. So definitely a tough story today, but it happens.
Yeah, the good news is that Officer Hodem is fine.
Yes.
I'm sure traumatized, but at least you got to see him there with his wife, and I'm sure, and he
again, looked great.
Awarded.
Full recovery. He
Okay,
looked great.
good.
So he was up talking, very alert. So it was nice to see him.
That's great. All right, Mecca, thank you. When we come back, your weather discussion.